Hello everyone. So today we will be fixing the vertices for the alphabet that I'm building. So I think I forget what we were doing. I think this wasn't printing anywhere, but we were building it. So let's see where we are. Yeah. So this is building. For some reason, I have to make this larger for this angle to be valid. I'm not really sure why, but this is working so far-ish. Now, what about this part of the code? What we're doing here is we are having this vbuff. And I forget this. Isn't this setting the same? It is. I think this is a typo. So we're setting that, but we're never actually binding it. Create shader entity. That's what I wanted to do, I think. Shader mesh. Yeah. What is the shader mesh? Or where is it located? We have mesh triangle. In graphics. Mesh alphabet. So let's do that. Mesh alphabet. It's a texture, so the shader programs 1 vbuff So yeah, I'm just kind of like getting the feel for it again, remembering what I was doing. Hello. I love you too. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. It's my wife. My biggest supporter. What was I doing? So GFX shader meshes 2. Um, no, it's not a part of this. Where are you being called? Because I feel like for sure you want the number of vertices. The indices count? I'm not sure. Yeah. We are having the array count, right? Of try. Right? Mm, and there's, well, the next one, obviously. Now, the original is not accurate. So this is alphabet length times 4. Oh, I'm never actually setting them, I guess. So where do I set them in the original? Find references. Yeah, they were all here. Because I'm setting the texture. I guess did I never? No, here I've put it. So it's not there anymore. Good. Uh, so we set the texture. I have the texture it's here. This is void, but maybe we should give back the index at least. The pointer of the index. No. Something like that. So now we create this texture here. I don't know. Do we assert? So that's a function pointer, but So now we should have a texture and a mesh. And I should be able to draw individual characters. But I need to create each character as an entity, or I need to like just force drawing it here. No, I don't really want to make each character an entity separately. I do want to do instanced drawing. It's called. You know this thing. Oops. So this is something that I need to do. A lot of models where most of these models contain the same set of vertex data. That's literally what we have. We have the same texture, we have the same vertexes. It's only about choosing which one that we're choosing to draw. I.e., different indices and different positions, right? But for a test, I can make new entities, and I can try to I can try to draw them. So let's create it here for now. Oh. Let's put the translation at 100. 100 and 0. And we do that for another one also. This will be just next to it, right? So if we build that, I think we will be drawing them. Well, we will draw the entire alphabet thing. What is this? Draw. If it's not like... Which mesh? The mesh is 3. Okay. Why was the shader program not set? Hmm. Mm-hmm. But they should be the same. 3. There we go. Mm-hmm. Interesting. It should be drawing. Mm, I think it has to do with. I think it is being drawn, but then the alphabet thing is just drawn over them somehow. I do want to take a look at that in render doc. I have a suspicion about what's happening. Okay. Inputs, the texture, yeah. So first we clear. Then we draw the triangle, supposedly. Then the quad with this text. And then we draw like something different. Nothing is being drawn here. I really thought this here would be drawing something. Hmm. Is that actually not running now? So why is that then? Why is this? Oh, I see. So it wasn't related to that. It's related to us setting it up. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Uh, 4. That's not right. Uh, I I don't know what the fucking difference is. Like, yeah, yeah. So let's just try. We are drawing the triangle, only the triangle. Uh, this is our shader program. It has one uniform, which is the matrix, two attributes, position and color. ID can be 0, I guess. I don't know what's going on. It's exactly the same. This gives 4, this gives 6. 3 and 3. I don't really care. I don't get it. That's all I did. Yeah, obviously I just want to draw the one. No. Oh. Okay, this is getting serious now. How do I reset to the one that is online? Okay, no errors. I don't know what happened before, um, but now we can one by one. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't take a backup of that. It's still working. So shouldn't it draw my entity right now? One, two, three. And the mesh is this. $300 vertices. It has two uniforms, so it's definitely the textured one. What happens here? No error. And then we draw it, and that's fine. But it's not showing up here. Or maybe it is. No. has the same texture. All right, all of those indexes are wrong, of course. I really should do something about that. Because I fixed that before this thing. Now, I don't think the are the UVs anything? I think they might be nothing. Well, I can just see it here. So my V buff here should be 0. And then I'm setting the, well, I'm setting the vertexes and there's nothing. Well, I'm setting the UVs to something. So the UV is this. And for the next one, that looks fairly correct. Okay, before I start render doc again, let me just open the window and style. I think that's it because I should handle the message just fine. Okay, so render doc. Oh. Nothing there. What is actually happening? We are having the UV. No, I don't think they would be drawn backwards. It's like I'm drawing this, for example, right? Or this one is even better. Minus 50, 50, it goes to 1 minus -1 +1. These seem fine like that. And then this would just be the X and Y position. And it looks like it's drawing. It should be drawing something. Or it's just too tiny. Like, look at this. This is quite large. Oh, okay. They're all kind of drawn in the same spot. And they're all like super, super tiny. No? Where is it running? I need to do something about this like window message. Here we go. WM quit, or I think it is. So we need to add that. This needs to go at the beginning. We create it and then we say state running equals true. And then in the window thing, we return from the window loop and then everything is fine. Yeah. Same thing for Emscripten. Uh-huh. It's the draw function, which is OpenGL. No. Excuse Excuse me. I'm not really sure right now, but it's not a huge deal. I just want to. Huh? What? What is going on? Like, okay, somehow this being at the top shifts everything else down, and then the mirror memory is unaligned, but that doesn't make any sense because I'm compiling it, everything. Like, what? How is that possible? Build. Clang. We build everything. Main and game. They are both including game.h, which has the struct. Like, that's not possible. This is some kind of compiler bug. I swear. The compiler thinks that it's not enough of a difference, so it's not compiling One of them, probably the main one or the game one, because that's where it's something is happening. Emscripten, there we go. Build. Like, can I? Is there some kind of command to just like say, hey, whatever you're doing, just build it clean? I thought it was supposed to build it clean. Like, there shouldn't be. It doesn't make any sense. Oh wait, so I am including standard bool. Where am I? I'm including that in definitions. Where's definitions? Here. I'm including standard bool there. Now, I'm including that here. But is it possible that one think it's larger than the other? Or do I need to use it? Like, if state running, if not state running, right? Then we do return TFL error, or whatever. Just to put it in there somewhere. Still, the exception occurs, and it's in the same. No, it's a different place. Uh, so all of them are including definitions, I'm pretty sure. Because that's like the base for everything is this definitions file. And it should be the first inclusion, but like I can't swear that it's always like that. Go to the top, please. Because like let's say I'm including windows.h, that's probably gonna include the standard bool. Game.h. Definitions. Notice how when I used it in the game, now it's in game draw. If I remove it again, suddenly we're having an error in game draw. Because this entity count is obviously completely bonkers. Because it's shifted. What is it shifted by? So we are having entity count. The entity count is 4. Mm. Um, where are you? Okay, that's different, but never mind. No, it's still game draw. Mm-hmm. See, this is correct. If I remove this, it's still correct. So we do this update, whatever. And here, state is correct. Draw, render. That is incorrect. So it was a bug on my side. In OpenGL draw. No. Window draw. See, now it's good. Maybe that was a reason for errors before also. Still, we have no letters because they are way too small. The scale could be a bit bigger. Yeah. The scale can be 10, say. Still nothing though. If we do 100. No. So let's try something different. Let's say we are doing GFX shader meshes alphabet. I count equals 6. So now we're just drawing one letter. No. Mm-hmm. Where's this window? So there's also a VM exit, I think. Or no, what is it called then? VM exit alternative. Destroy. Is that the one? When a window is being destroyed, the window is destroyed when I press the X button and I call the regular defined procedure, right? So that's okay. Now it should be calling that. Program halted with 1. Interesting. Well, it should return the ret, right? Okay, enough of that. We are still not drawing any character here, and I wanted to draw something by the end of the day. So this should be way larger. And it is. So we have this triangle, we have this rectangle, and we have that. Why are they similar like that? It shouldn't be angled at all. Is that from the top or the bottom? I think it's from the bottom, but I think the texture is on the bottom too. Or is it? No, this should be the first character. Mm-hmm. That's interesting that the I can I can build it. Very good. That is interesting that the angle is like that. I feel like maybe the angle is not updated, or like it's using the wrong angle. Here. Yeah, okay, so we're just what I should do, game like that I should do. And let's make the translation to be a bit further away, 100, maybe 300, right? But there's still nothing. And the reason for that, I would not know. In DirectX, I would be able to debug it. Here, I'm not really sure how to debug it. I have a sneaking suspicion that the UVs are wrong. So what I will try to do is do 1.0 minus that. These vertices should be good. And like you saw in RenderDoc, you can see it. I'm launching this application. I'm looking at the meshes. We're having this element. I'm looking at the vertices, and you can see the winding is correct. And you can see that because it's the same winding as the other ones. Counterclockwise, right? That's the same as here. And also, if I would go behind them, oh, actually, no. I was thinking this would exploded. Okay. I was thinking it would only be read from one side. Oh, oops. No, cancel. So I am not entirely sure what's going on. It's having the same input. Depth stencil. Um, and we can see here the first UV here. It's like basically 0 and 1. Oh, this is outside of the texture now. That's no good. Divided by whoops. So let's look at the UVs. What? So let's take a look together. This one doesn't have texture, so it doesn't really matter. You can see here UV is 0 and 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. And that's the first. That's the bottom left, bottom right, top right. So X goes from 0 to 1. Y goes from 1 to 0. Right? So it's X positive, Y negative. And when we draw that, we're having this as the input. And we can see this is 0 and this is 1. I'm drawing it in the shader by the negative to not have this like upside down, to have it not be upside down. So you can see when I'm drawing it from 0, here's the 0. It's basically just like flipping it. I don't know if I can do that here. Like that. Like flipping it like this. Right? And that's what we're drawing. And that's what you see in here. Now, when I draw this is from basically 0 to a little bit to the right. And it's from 1 or a little bit below 1 to almost at 1. So again, this is the same texture. It's from, and we can actually, let's take a look. 009391. Times 256. What is that? It's 1 pixel to the right, which is good because I'm setting the first pixel to be like 1. The first character comes 1 pixel of a buffer into the texture. Then it's going all the way from this to that. And that is 7422. 19. So it's 18 pixels across, which I think is actually exactly right. And it's doing that from the left side because notice again, it's going from 0 to 0.7 or 0.07, right? Yeah. So that's the first character here, A. Okay. It is actually doing that. Okay. Now, remember, I'm drawing the inverse of this. So this is actually 1 minus 92578. So that's 19 pixels from no, it should be from here. 19 pixels to 99, which is like 1 pixel again. 996. You see 1 pixel is 004 and this is 004. Just about. So that should be drawing something. Because it's in frame, it has a correct winding. But I don't know. I guess my math must be wrong or something. This is what I wanted to do before. Oh, that does draw it. Wow. Great. But why though? Like, why is my... Yeah. So typical. I spent an hour wasting time on that. Now I want to see... we are not overriding this anymore. It will draw all of the characters on top of each other, I think. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. What if I do something funny? Let's do a for I32 I equals 0. I less than, I don't know, 20. I just want a bunch of characters. I don't really want to bother with like all the characters in the alphabet. I just want to like print some characters for me. I plus plus. Also, we don't start from 0. We start from 2. The scale can be much smaller now because we can see our character. Translation. This is where it's a little bit... let's start from 0 and then do plus 20, like monospaced times I. And let's print it also like far away from anything else. And then entity count is 21 or 22, I'm not sure. Of course. Because we did not do what? We didn't... No, we do set the mesh for everyone, all of them. The shader program is null pointer. Mesh is also null pointer. So entity 20. Why was it not set up? I just literally set it up. Ah. That's no good. And I know why. It's like I'm drawing the entire alphabet in one spot 20 times rather than print like doing the specific one. So I need to have a way to tell what character is this that I want to print. And it's not like again, it's not really an entity. So I need to do something about that. So here's the funny thing, right? The index count is 6, but the offset for the indexes in the array is different depending on the character. So that's something that I need to store. And I can't really store it in the mesh because the mesh is just what it is. Or maybe I should store it in the mesh. or I need to make a new kind of mesh. Like, because I could very easily do something like, okay, bool is alphabet or composite, where I have multiple vertex arrays within the mesh. And then I can say, okay, we have a total I count, but if it's a composite, then I want to have the U32 I offsets. Is the singular of indices? No, it's just index. So index offset and U32 index count. Yeah. So composite. Then I'm just storing everything in the same struct. I don't have to make something new, because like no way I'm gonna have a million kind of meshes in memory where, you know, oh, I added a couple of bytes here, it's gonna mess everything up. That's of course gonna break things. So here it's the mesh vertex count, mesh index count. Vertex count. So again, here, if it's not instance, but like if it's this mesh composites, and then we get the well. This only takes the count. So that's based. Uh, so this is interesting, right? Because I have an array of indices or indices, and it's kind of like very very much tied to the API. Like I need to have some index count. Like here, we have the element array buffer, and we have the actual indices, it has a count, right? But what if I want to start further up? I have the same array, but I want to start on index number 20. This is something I don't know how I would do in OpenGL. There might be just like a different draw call. That would be the optimal thing. I want to draw from an offset, like starting from index 20 and draw yeah, at the draw call, draw elements. So there's draw elements. I can triangle. Huh? It's triangles. I draw the number. Oh, this is the offset. Oh, really? Well, hold on. Hold on. Because this is already in memory. Like it's a buffer. And I set that buffer up with the VAO. This thing. I bound the buffer. This element array buffer. Oh wait. Really? It's a const indices. But like, huh? Can I just throw in mesh? Oops. Offsets. Why is it a pointer? Like mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, that's a 0. right? We have our mesh pointer. We do this. Obviously, pointer. So I want to just do mesh what? Mesh. Well, it doesn't really work. But now at least we are having this composite. And index offset is 0 for all of them. So we're gonna get A's again. I just want to try this out because it seems weird to me that it would be a void pointer, but like, okay, I accept it. Plus mesh vertex count. No, index count. How is that gonna look like? Still a bunch of A's. I hope we're back. So yeah, I don't know what you saw, but I think my graphics card just completely crashed because this is this address is not allowed. Like bad no, right? And that caused OBS to crash, and the entire graphics thing of Windows to reboot. Thank you. So yeah, that was not a good thing to do. So what the fuck, Gemini? I did this, and my entire graphics card just crashed. Yeah, out of bounds memory, exactly, because offset plus count. Dude, this is 6, right? Hold on. This is a little bit scary, but see, this is 6, and this. Like, I don't know. It should be completely within bounds. Because this GL element array. Let's just disable this for now. Oops. Yeah. Let's disable that for now. And then we go to the main function. Yes. To this load, this thing, right? Vertex count 300, index count 450. Great. No issues there. And they are all completely valid. No issues. No errors. We store it. Everyone is happy. So then I'm like taking offset 20 plus 6. There's no way that's going to be out of bounds. Oh, this is true. This is what it should be. But I want to double check before I crash my stream again what the API says, because that is some bullshit. I touched my glasses and now they're dirty. Specifies a pointer to the location where the indices are stored. That means nothing. The location where the indices are stored. Like in RAM or on the graphics card? Because null pointer is not a valid location, but still it takes it. Not working. It's not such a like informative way of saying it. What is he doing? Oh, this is draw. Where's the draw call? Oh, here. Aha. Anyway, where's the draw call? Am I blind? I don't see his call to this draw elements. Ah, here we go. void star ind offset. What is ind offset? 0. So it seems to imply that it's really like single digits, not it's not a pointer to memory in it's not a pointer to memory where the indices are. It's an offset to the buffer that is already bound. I mean, we can try. Even this is completely broken. I guess we just have to try again. Ay, ay, ay. How do I... Okay. Okay. If it crashes again, you know what happened. Oh, it actually works. Sort of. What is this? It's kind of sort of working. I need a quick break, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna clean my glasses. So this looks like the vertices are just misaligned because the indexes are not quite pointing to the right vertices. Like instead of having 0, 1, 2, 0, 2, 3, you're having some misalignment where it's like 0, 1, 2, 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 5, maybe. It starts from the 4th character, which I think is correct. And then it's drawing like E and F at the same time, and then the next one is G. And this is misaligned, so it's just drawing both at the same time, E and F, I think you can kind of like see here. It's a little bit thick. The E is like here, and the F is here, right? That's how I see it. And then G. And here is H. And then I is a chunker for some reason. Well, it's not for some reason. It's stretched out because I'm drawing square blocks. Or not square, but rectangles at least. Or maybe they are square. It might be square. So when we go back here, the first one is good. And this is 0, like whatever. And I, next I, it's also 6. And this is 4. Okay. So what happened before was that it was looking at some number and it was expecting U32 or UI32, but it was misaligned. So instead of getting like 5, it got 20,000. And that's what crashed it. Still, if this is how I'm giving it, I don't understand why it's a void star here. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I'm giving the count as a number and it knows the size or the stride. But why is G not working? Here are our indices. And there's 6 of them, as you can see. Mm. It's like, yeah, 75. I don't know. You gotta think about it for a moment. They're too tasty. I have to put them away, or I will finish them all. Let's not look too closely at that. So there's two things here, right? The first, obviously, if this starts at 2, it shouldn't be D showing. It should be C or B or C or something. C probably. But it's not. I'm so scared right now. Can we move it down a little bit? D right there, yeah. So if I do this -1, I would get a C. No, because it's misaligned. It's a B and a C. This is gonna crash my computer again. But I gotta try it. What is the issue? Yes. What's the problem? I don't get it. Okay, what? This is almost certainly gonna crash my computer again. So, please let's not crash. I knew this was gonna happen. Okay. So what do we do then? Because obviously I can't see anything. Everything is broken. No, that does nothing. Which is what I would expect. So how is that possible? That makes no sense to me anymore. Size of U32. This doesn't interfere with it, does it? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So let's open RenderDoc then to see what's maybe get a clue what's going on. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So they're all sixes. This is correct. Let's take a look at this. Mm-hmm. You can see that this is wrong. Compared to this, all of them should start in the bottom left corner. And then the next one, it's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. I have no clue. It shouldn't be 3. Um, 9. Like what number do you want here? It should be 6. 6 is the number it should be. That's not working. So let's try 5. 4. And you can see the first D there. Well, I guess actually maybe it's 12. And that's the thing. Okay. So the reason I just figured it out. The reason why is we have our mesh vertex or index count times 2, because we're drawing 2 triangles, not 1. And then we were off by half a triangle. And now if we are drawing from the beginning, A, B, C, D. What? Okay. We're aligned, but we are not drawing every character. That's funny. So the texture we're using has all the characters in between. So either my vertices are set up incorrectly, which I think is likely. Or it's still an index problem. So let's see what we get for B. We can delete all those. We are drawing, or we are calculating our vertices. We're having UVs, and first character in the alphabet is A. So we're having the width is 18. With a height is also 18. I only care about this vertex. One 119. Yeah, exactly. Then we go to B. So B, same 13 and 18. Somehow, really. Interesting. Okay. So we have the UV again. 20. Mhm. It starts in the right spot. $34.50. So then we go down here. We calculate the UV floats, right? So we're having, this is the first one for A. Two, three, four, and then the next one. Two, three, four, and then the next one. Two, three, four, and the next one. So this is where the D character should start. And we're assigning that, of course. VBuff. Actually, let's do 0, 4, 8, and 12. So I should be able to see 39, 78, 13.2, 1953. Yeah. So that all looks good. What about iBuff? 0, 1, 2, 0, 2, 3. Okay, 6. That should be a 4. There. Mm-hmm. Where is it? I think that's it. I think that's literally the only thing that was wrong. No. Why A and then unintelligible? Okay. It's not that, it's this thing. Okay. What is this? I should open? You're welcome. You can see I here is a real chonker. It's still not all of the characters though. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, and then it starts with the small characters. And the small characters look ultra fat because they're scaled up, basically. So why is it every other character now? Is it not supposed to be ×2 here? That was just me being silly. I was having it right from the beginning, maybe. There we go. And of course, I could print more characters if I wanted, but we need to shape them also. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, chunky I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. Beautiful. So we need to shape them. How do I shape them exactly? Well, I would need to adjust the width. So not the UV, but the position of these. I have the width here, right? Because this is the same. No, not. I have the width over here. I'm just like filling it in like that. But I actually want to do it over here. So this is, we can comment that out for now and then do the same. So we are having the width minus the width normalized to a one to one. But how can it be normalized? I need to have the widest character or some kind of size. So I do have a size sort of, because I generate the this thing, right? Scale. I think it would be the scale. So it's like scale. I think it would be something like that, right? And then I take this minus and plus and minus. And same with the height. Like, I think that makes sense. Now, because it's centered around the middle, I also have to divide by 2. And I need to not execute it to compile. Well, I don't know. I don't know what is going on now. Some kind of error. No? Hmm. Like, are we are reaching the draw and we are drawing things. And then we're unbinding and swapping the buffer, and it's like not returning. Render doc, please help. Is this scale just like off the chart? Like, is this just one character that is covering the entire thing? Oh, something like that, yeah. You can see there. So what are we? Minus 19. Okay. Definitely something is messed up with the scale. I thought it was normalized. Here. UV. Doesn't match. $388. How did we get that? We have 18 divided by 0.02. So what is this scale, actually? Scale for pixel height. Computes a scale factor to produce a font whose height is pixels tall. Well, something about that is not correct. I would assume something different. Let's use the font height instead, because the font height should be larger than anything, any character. I hope. Width here. Is it? Yep. Now it's a bit smaller. That's fine. we can make the scale. No, that didn't work. That just makes the font higher resolution, but it's not drawing it larger. So actually, this should be 32, I think, and then it's like correct for the size. Like now it's well adjusted, sort of. There was. I want to see more characters, so let's do 50. Yeah. So now what you can see is that we are not positioning them equidistant, so to say. The font itself looks good, I think. The font size is correct for the size we're drawing it at. The issue is, as you see here clearly, B is taller than the A, so but it's supposed to be smaller. Like they're all kind of occupying the same space, or not really, because the size. I don't know why this is so weird, actually, so blurry. But regardless, all of them are centered around the center of the actual box that they occupy. And then they're all drawn on the same sort of line. So they should all be like centered around the middle point, regardless of how large they are, right? And that's not how letters actually work. The size of the height of the letter is different from the position it's supposed to be at. Like they all have this middle point. This should be like up here. This should be there. Similarly, these should be there. But J, it should be pretty much where it is, you know? And then you also have the distance between the characters is not consistent. So you can notice here the V and W are much closer than or not much closer, but like the V and W are much closer than the U and V. And that's only because of the shape. And it's not supposed to be like that. And then you can see Q is supposed to be lower because this is supposed to go below this line, but it's not. But I don't think that info was in here. There's get font V metrics. Mm-hmm. So this is where I'm thinking if I should actually get this KB text shape library. Because that's exactly what it's doing. It's calculating the shapes of the characters and then you can place them exactly. and people seem to really like it. But it would be another, well, that's fine actually. It's just a single header. It's like we can download that. And we can try it out, see what happens. Personal externals, and then KB. And I looked at this license. It's like you can do what you want with it as long as you're not claiming to have written it yourself. Yeah. So now we have that. Let's include it in our build. KB. And we need to do the same for Emscripten. Now we can go here and we can just include it. So it's a hash include KB something. KB text shape with underscores. Not found. It will find it as soon as I start using it. So we are having here. Now I don't know how to use this. KB because we have to open it up and see. Before computers had monitors, the main way of expecting blah blah blah. History lesson is beautiful. I'm interested, but maybe not right now. Left to right, right to left. Probably I have to like define KB implementation or something. Right? Context and direct. KBTS. That was his name? No? Okay. It's like 30,000 lines, by the way. But I'm imagining all of the interesting stuff are right at the top. Is this C++? No, it's C. I was just thinking about these colons. Shape UTF with user ID. It seems like there's a lot of documentation in the file. That's good. Shape direct. Direct font handling. Allocator. I don't really want to allocate anything. I just want to get the offsets left and right. Is there maybe a use example? Ref pad. Mm-hmm. Not found. How does he not have a main function? Win main? Am I missing something here? Why is there no main function? Class main. I want the main. Uh-huh. Let's look at the build. Sometimes I think you can set the main function. Or is it because of STL3? I don't think so. No. I don't know why. Is the main function in here? STL3 main? Callback. So probably... No, I don't know. I don't know how STL works. Probably it has its own entry somewhere, and then he's using a callback for the main. or something like, or app in it. I don't really know. The main thing I wanted to get out of this is just what function do I call? He did say what he said, KBTS, and he said something like, "Hey, all the functions are used to set up calling this one function." Memory management, no. I just want to like character by character give me the size. Shape begin, shape run, shape push feature. Manual break. Does it need to know the entire? Well, for a okay, if you have something like Arabic, the character can change depending on the other characters around it. Then you would need to give it like at least the entire word or something like that. Dinner in 15 minutes. Okay. I should turn on the time. How do I turn on the chat? Timestamps. There we go. Okay, so my wife is telling me I have 15 minutes left before I need to go. So let's ask here. Okay, so KB text, KB text shape. Character index in Atlas. What? No, I have the character. Like, I'm not interested in this. I usually get KB text run. Okay. I think it's confused. I want. Also the margin spacing. KB font matrix. Oh wait, KB font metrics. No, what is going on? KB get font KBTS metrics. Wow, that is very interesting. Uh, that is hallucination immediately. It has no idea. But is there such a thing as a metrics? Finer grain metrics? Like, I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna spend my time arguing. So I guess I'm on my own. We just have to find the like main. There's no main here, but we can just probably go from the top. I'm sorry if this is not so interesting, but like. So, like, here's the issue. Yes, this is a lot of information, history, what is it used for, this is the feature overview, blah, blah, blah. All I want is a 100 line project that shows how do I use it to get the metrics of a character or a font, like character array or something like that. Examples. Shape context. What is this? Places a context at memory and initialize. Like, doesn't mean anything. Shape begin. That looks like what I want. Draw command list. No. Direction, don't know. Language, don't know. Interesting. Character. But that character is from here, isn't it? Yeah, struct character. Text style. Break flags. Going to get much fatter. Color and stuff. Okay. Character, we have the, like, I guess this is the actual character that the glyph, the value of the character we want to draw. Shape manual break. Forces a run break at the current position in the context. Run. Like, this is a little bit heavy. Like, I don't really know where to begin. Yeah, I think that anything that I would do would just break what I have right now. So let's call that a day. I'm gonna have to read more about this KB shape library, but I'm happy with that. We're printing multiple characters. We just need to like put them in the right space in relation to each other. Something I am not 100% sure. Like this B is a little bit blurry. I'm not sure why. We can look into that. Uh, but overall, I think that was pretty good day. Git add. Mm, what we need to like like that, right? Git push. And also I need to, of course, go into my externals, git add, git commit. Right. So that was it for today. Thank you for watching. A little bit frustrating and confusing there, and definitely funny that my entire graphics card crashed. But I guess that's just the way that's the way you have to deal with things sometimes when you're programming with the hardware that you're actually using at the same time, right? So I'm happy we figured it out, and until tomorrow. So see ya.